All right, this is my second bike ride workout that I'm filming. And I got some, maybe just more so notes from the first one that I did, or just thoughts. And I realized I was breathing really heavily with my nose. I know I breathe in during it. So I'm gonna try to avoid doing that this time. And then the other thing was the wind coming from the fan. So I put my mic in a little bit of a different spot, but I also bought some what are they called? Some dead cats to go over top, so it doesn't, so it can muff up the, oh man, I just got a bunch of grease on my hand. That sucks. But what I am gonna, so I was looking through the workouts here, and I like to challenge myself, but not too much. But I think I need to start challenging myself more, because that's what you gotta do. That's where you grow during those discomfort times. And if I'm choosing like easy ones that don't really push me, I don't think I'm gonna be getting better. But I think this one looks a little bit challenging. I'll try and find a flat course here. 6, we'll go with that one. That one looks pretty. All right, my mouth's a little dry right now, so I grabbed an RX bar just to have. Probably eat that right away. I have 2 figs that I'll eat during this. But what's the 260 at 3 minutes? Oh man. I think I was struggling last workout with like 260 at 15 seconds. So we'll see how this goes, but I'm gonna start off with an RX bar. Try and avoid the sounds. So it's Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving. Can't talk while I eat. It's rude. It's Thanksgiving. Not necessarily here, because I'm in Canada, but in America. So I got today off, and I was looking up some new clothes for Black Friday deals. And I guess one tip, make sure the place you're looking at actually ships to where you're located. Because I probably spent about 30 minutes looking for stuff, found the products I wanted, and then I found out once I went to checkout that they don't ship here. So that sucked. And then I Googled it, tried to find it on other websites, because I spent time researching what's a good one, what's a bad one, do I want this one? And then I found the ones that I wanted. And then I'm like, okay, I'll get it. Go to checkout. Sorry, we don't ship there. And I was like, oh man. So that sucked. But we learn. I just gotta find some stuff. Wasn't even stuff that I don't necessarily need it, but I have to, there's the whole concept of Christmas, and I've been thinking about it more and more. And especially just being in marketing as my profession, I just start to think more about how everything we've created is to sell more stuff. And when you think about people decorating their houses, that used to be a huge thing. And Halloween just passed. And I remember everyone was just talking about how no one goes out trick-or-treating, and everyone's making videos about it, how they had no trick-or-treaters, and it's just losing every flavor to it. And I remember growing up, Halloween was some of the best nights, or some of the most fun times. Loved going out. We used to like hack it, and like streets were packed. We would hack the system. Basically every year I would be a hockey player, throw my rollerblades, hit as many houses as possible. I'd come back with a pillowcase full of candy. But it's just making it seem like everything's becoming more commercialized, I guess. I don't even know if that's the right word, but it's just everyone's just trying to make money now, and it's kind of losing its flavor. And with Christmas, for the stuff that I was looking to buy, it was more so for my grandma and my uncle, because they need to buy stuff for me for Christmas. And it's like, I get that you want to buy, man, grease is getting everywhere. I get that you want to buy stuff for me, but it's like, is that all it's about? It's like, I have to spend this much money on you. It's like, I don't need anything though. I would rather just bring your presents. Your presence is your present, or is my present. Just bring a good attitude. So I was just trying to find, that's kind of off topic on, but that's why I was looking up products for Thanksgiving, because I have to get $150 worth of products for my grandma, $100 worth of stuff for my uncle to give to me. And it's like, whenever I need something, I go out and buy it. Also, I was thinking about trying something new. I don't know if it would be, if it fits my macros or if it fits my calories. And try that out for a month and see how it goes. See if my energy levels are different. See if my muscle recovery is different. See if my size is different. If I put on more weight in different areas. I would be really interested in trying that, but also I think it's more of an excuse for me to just eat a bunch of junk food. Because right now I eat really clean, or at least I try to. This is probably some of the least clean that I'll eat. It's got like chocolate chips in it, RX bar. RX bar, pretty good for you. All natural ingredients. But I always want to just go to like Tim Hortons and get some Timbits. It's like, I can't do it. And I think just that's partly a reason why I want to do like a month of, I think it would be pretty interesting to try out though. Just because I've been eating so healthy for so long that I feel like I might not realize how good I have it and how good I actually feel. Because I haven't experienced that low in so long that my high is so high now. My standards are way up there and I just don't realize where I'm at and how great I actually feel. So I think it would be a good experiment, just, a little science experiment on myself to actually realize how good I actually feel and just eat whatever I want. Because the reason I say it fits my macros versus calories is because I believe I'd still want to hit at least my body weight in protein. That would be like the main thing. And then once I hit my body weight in protein, I'll eat whatever I want. I don't know. I've been debating that, thinking about that recently. If you'd think that would be a cool idea, let me know in the comments. I'd be more than willing to be the test subject, try it out. Eat a bunch of Timbits in a month. Pizza. I don't know what else. But just switch up my diet a little bit. See how it feels. Man, I'm not really looking forward to this. Oh no, I just lost chocolate chip. And going off of the topic of Thanksgiving and being grateful, no, I'm just grateful and appreciative that anyone that viewed my last video or any video at all, that you're willing to take your time out of your day to watch my videos, means a lot, because you could be doing so many other things, but you're choosing to spend your time here with me. Right now, it's in my basement on my bike with my grease-filled hands. And I'm doing my best right now to not breathe in through my nose. I think it's because of the fan. I was really thinking about not using it at all, but I feel like I'd be sweating buckets. And especially this workout, I feel like this one might be worse than last time's, but we'll find out. Gotta do what makes you uncomfortable and what pushes you and what you don't want to do, because that's where the growth is. If you're just doing what's comfortable, you're never going to grow and experience more things. So, you gotta push yourself. About to be starting here. Got 10 seconds left. I hope there's no cadence on this, but 9 minutes at a high pace, this is gonna suck. Oh man. Yeah. I need something to make the time go by faster, because this is gonna be tough. I'm already tired. 3 minutes at 260. Oh man. I think the good thing, or the way, there's videos that come out online right now. It's like math. It's like triathlon math or marathon math. And segments like this, it's really similar to that, where I just try to break it down to when's my break, as opposed to I have 50 minutes left. I have 3 more 9-minute segments that are gonna suck. So instead of looking at it that way, break it down and you say, I have 7.5 minutes of hell, and then I get a break. And that's gonna be a nice break, because I am so tired right now. I wouldn't say so tired, but I'm definitely feeling it. That's also one thing that I will sometimes do, because right before I was coming on here, I was tired, I was yawning, I was not ready. I was thinking about taking some pre-workout before, but then I was just thinking to myself, once I get on the bike, once I start pedaling, my heart rate's gonna get elevated. I'm not gonna be tired anymore. And that's what I've done in the past, where, say I'm working, I'll be a little bit tired, and then I'll go and be like, I'm gonna go for a run now, which I haven't been able to recently. Or I'll go for a bike ride, which I have been doing. And I haven't been able to run because my foot continues to hurt. So I was like, I'm gonna take some time off and just let it heal and not have any reason for it to continue to hurt. And then when I do come back, I won't have to worry about it. But I have no idea what happened. But I think it was 2 days ago, my other foot started hurting. No idea why. It's like right in the heel. So I was trying to like roll it out and just put pressure on it to see if that helped. But that didn't really help. But today, it's been feeling a little bit better. I was thinking about doing like maybe 10-minute run after this and see if my foot feels okay, and then just monitor the coming days. Because it's been, what's November 23rd? It's been basically 3 months since my injury. Damn, I'm tired. And it's basically been approaching 2 months, I think. September to October, October to November. Approaching 2 months of my stress fracture being gone. And when I got the news on around September 29th that my stress fracture is healed, I just have a little bit of inflammation and what's the bone bruise. So it's been about 2 months since then, and I've taken like 2 weeks off recently from running. So I didn't think it would take this long for it to heal, but shit's annoying. And this set's hard. And that 260 is gonna be brutal. Ah, sorry. That was the first time I did it. I was doing so good too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this workout's gonna suck. My legs are so tired right now. And I still gotta do this twice more. And I'm not even finished this set. I think the crazy part is that some of the best triathletes and Ironman people, they do this wattage for the whole race. And I'm struggling just to do it for 3 minutes. But this is how we get better. Increase that wattage. Apparently there's 2 FTP tests. One test, the one that I did, is supposedly harder, where I think you bike for 40 minutes, and then at the last 20 minutes, you just bike as fast as you can, and then it takes your FTP off that. And then the other one is, oh shit, what is it? You do 1 minute at each wattage or whatever it is. My legs are so dead. This workout's gonna suck. Apparently that one's easier. So maybe I'll try that one, see what I'm at for that. But I apparently did the harder one, which I'm all about. Gotta push myself. Oh man. This is getting really hard. I got 1:30 left. See, this would really suck if I had to keep that cadence up. Because right now I'm at 72, 71. Whereas if it wanted me at 95, 100, I don't know if I'd be able to do it. And that's what I've talked about in the first video, where I think one of the harder parts is keeping the cadence up, not really the wattage. 45 more seconds, come on, let's push it. Oh, that was so tired. Yeah, Yeah, those are gonna suck. Oh man, I can't even do this. Time for a fig. Gotta get a picture. Oh man, I'm really tired. I also got a new setup. Got my light right there. Can't see. Tried something new. I didn't like the direct light right above me. Thought I would try this out. I can't really tell. Looks pretty far away, but looks decent. Oh man, I'm so tired. So this week training, been going pretty good. I just had my stroke development class, and one thing that they measure is your lowest stroke count. So basically, the least amount of strokes that it takes you to get from one side to the other. And I believe when I first started, I was at 24, but I was wearing a regular bathing suit. So it basically acted as a parachute and slowed me down a lot. So once I got my jammers, I dropped to 20. And then my cousin showed me the London 1500 meter Olympic medal, or what, Olympic race. And he's like, watch these guys form, and you basically just want to copy them. So I really tried to study their form. And what I realized is like, you really want to just like go all shoulder, keep the elbow high and bend it, and then pull, push for the swim. So I really tried to focus on that. I noticed they also didn't kick as much. It was like the guy that got first, he was doing like a one kick per one stroke. So I was doing about 2 kicks. I switched it up once I watched that video. Before I was constantly kicking. And then what else they do, they like really stretch forward and twist their body. And then they do that pull with the high elbow. So I'm trying to make sure I'm keeping all that in mind. And then I went from 20 to 18 when I started to try and emulate their swimming style. So that really helped out a lot. For biking, nothing too crazy. I think I've just been doing the fairly standard stuff. I think I only had 1 bike this week so far. But since that last video, I think I did a 2.5 hour ride on Sunday. Nothing too crazy. I think I had a lot of stuff to do that day. So I was like, I don't want to spend too long on the bike because I did an hour and 15 swim. And then I set another personal record of farthest distance swam. And when I compare myself to other people, I just think I'm so shit. Because I think it was 32,000 yards on the month so far. So that was about 20-ish days. And then I saw one of the best Ironman athletes post and say what he was at in 1 week. And I think he was double what I had when I had about 3 times the amount of time. So just means I gotta work harder. And then when I saw that, I just thought about what Alex Hormozi always says, where if someone's ahead of you, the bare minimum you can do is what they do, because they're already ahead of you. So if you only do what they're doing, you're never gonna catch up. So what you have to do is what they do plus some. So that's what it just made me think about, which sucks to think about. I guess it just depends on the timeline, because if I want to get there in, say, 1 year compared to 5 or 10 years, it really changes the amount of volume that you need to put in. So I was just thinking, it just sucks because I'm doing 45 minutes minimum per swim. So if I want to catch up to him, I either have to go longer every time, or I have to go more often. And right now I'm going 5 times a week. So then I would be upping it to 6 or 7 times per week. And it's probably the same thing with biking, but I heard a good analogy of, I don't know how great it is, but it made sense to me that if you want to get better, you can't overdo it. And you got to think of it as like a tree, and you can water it every single day, but if you overwater it, it's not going to be good for it, and it's not going to grow the same way it would if you're giving it the perfect amount. And I think this just is somewhat coming back to my very start of this journey, when I first started getting into it, and my body wasn't ready or used to or accustomed to doing this much activity, and my quads were always really feeling it, and they were really tired. There was muscle soreness. So it was just like that progressive overload at the start. But now I don't really feel it as much, because I think it's getting used to it now. And I think it's just continually trying to build on that, the amount of volume that your body can take. Because if you just stay at the same thing consistently, you're not going to stress your body enough to want to grow or get better. So that's why you gotta somewhat stress yourself, push it, and force yourself to grow. But I don't know, I just want to get back into running. Running's like, I feel like running's probably my favorite. Biking would be, if my ass didn't hurt so much when I rode. It's not too bad right now, but I don't know what it is about running. I used to always hate running. And then I think, like, even any cardio, any form of cardio I hated. I was just like, yeah, most cardio I do is bench press, 10 sets, 10 cents a bench. That was the most cardio I would really do. And then I don't know what happened. I think maybe starting to listen to Andy Frisella or something. And then I was just like, or maybe I just said, let's try doing some cardio. Because I never really did cardio, and I was never really satisfied with my body. I felt like I always had a gut. Damn it, second time. And I was like, let's try out some cardio, see if that helps. And I feel like it did help. And another thing that I think helped was my diet. I did low carb, but at the same time I was doing marathon training, so it's tough to say which one. It's like, which came first, chicken or the egg? And when I was doing the marathon training and the low carb, I was in by far my best shape of my life. I wasn't the biggest, but I definitely looked the best I ever looked. And it's funny when I look back at when I thought I was big and massive, just turns out I was fat. And it's like my fat, not someone else's fat. We all have different fats, I guess. And for me, it was fat. And what I noticed when I try to put on weight, it basically goes to anywhere that I don't want it to go to. So it goes to like my face, my chin, and my stomach. And that's it. And it sucks. So the most I ever weighed was 185. And the amount of effort that I had to put in just to get there was insane. I was forcing myself to eat at like 9 o'clock at night, And it was just not fun. And I thought I was massive at the time. When I look back at my pictures, I just go, wow, I was fat. And then when I look at where I'm at now, I'm about 20 pounds lighter. I think I look much better. And I wouldn't say I'm bigger, but I look a lot more toned, which in my opinion makes you look bigger. And I don't have a gut as much. I think that's another reason why I want to try, if it'll fit my macros or if it'll fit my calories, just eat it. See how much of a difference it would make on my body. See if I would get fatter. See if it would go to different places. I think it would be pretty interesting. Because right now I don't eat much sugar, and any sugar I really do eat comes from fruits or that RX bar. So if I eat, say, Timbits, donuts, and other unhealthy snacks, ice cream, I don't know, it would be interesting to see how my body would react, energy levels. Because right now, I'd say I'm at like 97% clean. There's a few things that I eat that aren't that great. I guess the bagel's not that great for you. Freaking love it though. Tastes so good. And then the other thing what's the other stuff that I eat that's not good? Like maybe once a month we'll have pizza. It's not very often, but for the most part, I'm eating veggies in every single meal except breakfast. So in lunch and dinner, I'm having a healthy carb, healthy protein. That's pretty much it. Getting healthy fats in. Getting my body weight in protein. Clean protein too. Eggs, chicken, beef, steak, fish, salmon, shrimp, pork. Ooh. Man, talking makes this go by so much faster. I just don't know what to talk about for 60 minutes. I wonder if Sam has notes or comes up with talking points for his videos. I feel like he doesn't. I've never really watched his videos, but for the most part, it just seems like it's off the cuff. And whatever he's currently doing in the moment, whatever he's thinking, teaching a little bit. I guess it's a little bit tougher for me to teach biking because I'm so new. One thing I've thought about when I'm biking to try and make it easier on the push down is that thinking about on the way up for the back foot, pulling to make the push easier on the front foot. I don't know if I do it very well, or very often. "20 seconds, and then we got death." Woo. All right, what can I talk about for 3 minutes? Think. Oh, I can talk about that. So, I've been living in Canada. It's a bit tough to ride outside during the winter. So I was thinking about maybe moving to Arizona or something, somewhere warm for a short-term rental. So I can train outside there, bike, run, swim, I guess. But damn, I'm tired. Oh my gosh. That's another thing I was thinking about, because I can't really, it's tough to work out and film outside of just this, where it's like a stationary bike. If it were an actual bike on the road, I wouldn't really be able to film. I was thinking maybe I could do it running and have someone bike right next to me. I think that might be pretty fun. Could try that out potentially once I get back into it. Oh man. See, like right now, what I was saying earlier, I'm looking at, I only have 1:30 left of this ride. And then I'm done. I don't look at the 9 minutes easy I have after this, plus the 9-minute brutal that I have after that. It's just minute 15 is all I got left. Oh man. I just set a new PR. What did I set a new PR in? Man, I'm tired. 1 minute. Come on. I find it pretty crazy when I'm able to do this compared to last time where I was struggling to just do it for 15 seconds. This is brutal. I get my fig in 30 seconds. Come on, we're almost there. Oh man. Whew. Am I ever tired? "15 seconds, come on." Oh, there we go. All done. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh man, so tired. That was brutal. That is not fun at all. I'm struggling a bit to breathe because I'm doing my best to not breathe in through my nose. Because I remember listening and editing to that last video, it annoyed me. So I can only imagine how much that potentially annoyed you or someone watching this. I really don't know which one's harder, to be honest. I honestly think the last one was harder. Just because those first 6 minutes of this aren't actually too bad. 2:35 you start to feel it. 2:60 is when you really feel it. And the last minute 30, last minute of that 2:60, that's just a struggle. You're just trying to crawl to the finish line. Anything you can, make it. But I think another reason the other one was harder is because of the cadence. Like I was saying in the first one, cadence is probably the hardest part. I can't imagine keeping an 80 to 90 cadence for this. I'm barely keeping a 70. Damn, third one. That one was a little bit quieter. So if you're watching this, I'll go over the screen. So left side, obviously your workout, the time at the wattage, and then when you go to the center part, top left, you got your speed, total distance right next to it, total incline right next to it, total time. And then underneath, you got your current segment on the left, you got your current wattage, you got your heart rate, and then right under it, you got your cadence. So 75 spins, I guess it is, per minute. And then right side, you got your map, and the 0% is the grade, is steepness, whatever it is. But when you're working out, that doesn't take into effect the struggle on here. The only struggle is with your wattage. That's just all it's based off of. If I wasn't doing a workout and I was just doing a regular ride, then the steepness would actually matter. But it does affect your speed. So if I'm up at say 5%, my speed's probably gonna be really low at like 10 miles per hour. So it does affect the speed in that sense, but it doesn't affect the power. Then on the right side, you got other Zwifters. And then you can see me. And then what it is 1.5 watts per kilogram. So I put my weight in there. So I'm going at a 1.7 watt per my body weight. So I'm not sure the conversion rate, but I'm pretty sure I put myself in there at 169, which I'm actually not at anymore, so I might fix that. I'm at about 165. And then whatever the conversion rate is. So let's do 1.5 by 130. Man, math. Maybe just like, let me find one. One. I can't find it. It's not letting me because of the ERG. And then you got my total distance there as well. Then you can see other people, what they're doing. I started comparing myself to other people. Whenever someone was saying passing me, I like to look at their watts per kilogram. So if they're at a lower watt per kilogram, that means that they just weigh more than me. And they aren't really necessarily going as hard as what I'm doing. Or if their watt per kilogram is way above me. Is that what I'm trying to say? If the watt per kilogram and I'm past them, that means they're going harder than I am. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say. We got 16 total minutes. Oh man. I don't know if you really enjoyed coming with me on my post-workout snack run. Oh, we got 41 grams of sugar. Man, I eat too much sugar. And I know people say, you gotta have sugar, you gotta have carbs. But I really don't like having sugar. Yeah, I don't think I will, because I'm gonna have the exact same thing as last time. So it's nothing special. All right, last set, here we go. Let's get it. Okay. Oh, my ass is starting to hurt a lot. So I was talking to my cousin, said I might need a new seat because I shouldn't be feeling my ass this much. So I don't know if it's my shorts or if it's my seat, what it is. If anyone has any tips on what they do, or if they feel it all the time, or but I appreciate any feedback because it's pretty annoying, to be honest. It's my least favorite part about it. If you Zwift, I'm curious if you do a lot of workouts or a lot of just rides, or what you aim for. If you aim for, say, 3 workouts a week, 1 workout a week, once a month, every workout, or none, I'd be interested to know what you do. I was thinking that maybe I could do 2 workouts as opposed to just 1 to work on the wattage a little bit more, because my wattage is nowhere near where I think I want it to be. And especially for me, if I want to be competitive, I really need to get my wattage up. But then it goes back into the discussion of watering too much and not having rest. But maybe it's just a progressive overload. And then over time, my body will get used to it. And then I'll be able to do it, and potentially even more. But I think where I'm at right now, oh, I left the mouse on the screen again. I wonder if I'll ever remember about that. But I wonder if where I'm at right now is too much, not enough, perfect, just right. I think once I get back into running, it'll be a little bit different. Because then I'm doing other workouts as opposed to just biking. Because right now I have to bike more and I have to swim more since I can't run. And then once I can run, if I want, I can slow down a little bit with, say, biking or swimming. I don't think I would take down to swimming just because I think I'm so far off of where I want to be. But I did just buy a few things for swimming. Bought earplugs. I wouldn't say necessarily need them, but figured I would try them out. I always got water in my ears and it's kind of annoying. Be interesting to see how they work, if they do work. I'm assuming they do. How well they work. And then I also got a wetsuit for Christmas. And then I'm also getting a buoy, floaty thing, so boats can see me. And I'm thinking, once I get my wetsuit for Christmas and my buoy, I'm gonna go in the lake and test it out right during winter, seeing how good it is, seeing how that goes. And I would obviously film it, just to see how it goes, see what I think. But I'm kind of excited for it. Looks so cool. I don't know if you've ever seen wetsuits before, but they just look so cool. But I'm pretty pumped for that. Test it out. See how well it works. And just get some open water swimming in. As long as it's not ice. If it's ice and I can't even get out there, then I can't really do anything. But if there's no ice, I'm doing it. Oh man, so close. Yeah, I'm really feeling it now. This last 3 minutes is gonna suck. Gotta push myself, Then we're done. Get better. One day at a time. Here we go. Last one. See, like I was saying with my cadence, if I had to maintain a 90 or plus, I would not be able to, because I'm struggling where I'm at right now. Can barely keep a 70. Oh man, come on, let's go. Lock in, let's go. Come on. One minute down. Oh, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the burn. I wonder if there's grease on my face. It's right on my towel. I keep wiping my face with it. Oh, I can't even pedal. Shit. Damn it. There's the tip. Don't lose your power, because the ERG is going to kick in to make sure you're staying at 260. And that just sucked right there. It still sucks. Almost done. Finish strong. Come on. There we go. Got some good cadence going. There we go. Finish strong. 163 heart rate. Let's fucking go. Lock in. Come on, 1 minute. Here we go. Oh, baby. Look at that cadence. Lock in, baby. Oh. That's one thing that I always think I'm bad at. I try to conserve energy for the end of the race, just so I don't die during. And I feel like that's one area I've been really bad at in my life. When I used to do, say, cross country or say 400 in track, I would try and conserve energy so I can, quote unquote, finish strong. But then I end up finishing with too much energy in the tank. And I think I need to get better at figuring out where that medium is, where I can maintain a really strong pace throughout the whole ride, or run, or swim, and not have gas left in the tank. Or when I cross that finish line, I could have done better, knowing that you left some on the court, or on the field, on the road, in the pool. Just knowing you spent every last bit of effort that you had. And that's one thing I need to get better at. Because as you can see there, I'm dead tired right now, but I got my cadence up there. I pushed hard on that last minute. And it's like, did I save too much? Did I have too much left in the tank? Do I not push myself hard enough? Is my FTP too low? Do I need to get better at that? I most definitely think so. I know when I did my half marathon, I had a pace in mind that I wanted to stick with for, say, that first half. And I did it. And I think I was right before halfway, and I said, I'm still feeling good. Let's push myself. So I started pushing myself for that last half or whatever was left. And I pushed myself. And when I got to the end, I could barely do a sprint finish just because I left so much out there. Do I think I could have gone farther? Potentially. I somewhat want to have that finish where when I cross that line, I collapse because I left everything out there. I didn't save some, but it's yet to happen. So I just don't know if my body's not like that, but I'm sure if I push myself hard enough for a long enough period, that would happen. I know during that marathon, I sped up a bit at the end. It was more of like a, what would that be? Where you start high, drop low, and then you finish strong. That's basically what my pace looked like. But that race was a little bit different just because I wasn't feeling the best. You can check that out if you want. I did a little race recap on that. And I hate using the excuse that I got sick during that race, but I was not feeling it. But I know they say don't go out too hard and do like a negative split. So instead of your split starting way up here and then it goes down, you start here and you go up. But where's the happy medium? Because if you keep going up and you're on your last mile and you're kind of increased the entire time, in my opinion, that just means that you didn't go out hard enough and then you left some in the tank and that you could have gone harder. So where's that? And I know there's always that sprint finish and you're gonna have like that adrenaline rush. I think like the happy medium would be like maybe going up a little bit, slightly going down, and then maybe the last mile, 2 miles, 3 miles, you get that increase because you got to finish strong. I think that's where it's somewhere at, and that's where you would have that collapse at the end because you gave it your all. But you got 12 seconds left. Just hit 19 miles. I'm not gonna bring you up for my food because I'm gonna be eating the same thing I had last time. But if you made it this long, I appreciate you staying, appreciate you watching. Grateful for you. Today's Thanksgiving, in America at least. So, thanks for watching. And then, maybe once I am able to get back out running again, I'll see if I can get someone to film next to me while I run, and we'll try that out. But thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.